That's fatal.
How's it going, Fatal family? So with a bunch of WWE 2K24 rumors recently circulating, I decided to go back and check out all the current WWE 2K24 rumor articles and compile them in one video as a recap, so you can be up to date with all the current rumors in one video. I will also do this in the future when more rumors come out for the game, as well as more concrete news. So let's get into it. Starting off with this article by Sports Manor from September 9th, 2023, and it's titled, "Fans Have Figured Out WWE 2K24's Release Date, Here's How." So this article here pretty much states news that we already know about, the fact that WWE 2K24 will be coming out next year, of course, and it talks about the press release from the publisher Take-Two Interactive. With that press release, we get the official confirmation of WWE 2K24 launching fiscal 2024. So that right there we already knew about, 2K24 is in the works, is coming out next year in 2024. The article continues saying that amid all the confusion about the exact date, it has now been disclosed that the upcoming edition will be released on March 18th, 2024. Now, the article doesn't state where they got that information from, like no source anywhere on how they got the exact date of March 18th, 2024. I tried looking for it, I couldn't find it. So I'm guessing that this March 18th, 2024 date is pretty much source trust me, bro. But regardless of the actual date, we all know that the game is most likely coming out around March. The next article I want to talk about is one by Game Rant, and it's called "A WWE 2K Pattern May Narrow Down WWE 2K24's Cover Star." So this one here strictly talks about the cover star, and it looks at the pattern of the past 2K cover stars to try and narrow down who is most likely to be the cover star for 2K24. Prior to WWE 2K20, it wasn't exactly necessary for the cover star to take the lead in the game. But just as WWE 2K22 and 2K23 showcase modes focus on Rey and John Cena respectively, this is a winning formula that may continue. So the opening statement is pretty much saying that with 2K20's cover star, it was Roman and Becky. And then with WWE 2K22, the cover star was Rey Mysterio. And then the showcase mode was tailored to Rey Mysterio's in-ring career. For 2K23, we had the same formula with John Cena on the cover star, and then the showcase mode was tailored to John Cena's in-ring career. And the reason why this pattern has been working is because Rey and John Cena are pretty much legacy superstars, and they're very well known and easily distinguishable. So if you see John Cena or Rey Mysterio's face on a cover, even if you're not watching the current product, you're going to recognize their face immediately. If you're a longtime viewer of the product, you're still going to recognize their face immediately. Picking a good, strong, popular WWE superstar and focusing on their history and legacy seems important to the franchise. Rey Mysterio and John Cena are essentially legacy picks for the WWE 2K games, and that focus means fans could perhaps narrow down who the next cover star could be in WWE 2K24. In short, Rey Mysterio and John Cena tick off some boxes that would qualify them as legacy superstars. They have a long history of WWE matches to pull from, and the popularity of the two stars cannot be understated. And then it also continues to talk about how Rey Mysterio and John Cena are still super popular to this day. The article then continues with WWE 2K24 may continue the legacy streak. Some of these superstars that fit the possible pattern could be Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Mick Foley, Edge, well, I guess not anymore because, Adam Copeland, so this was before Edge went to AEW, Randy Orton, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Brock Lesnar. The reason why these superstars are picked are because, like the article states, they're legacy superstars, they're very popular, they have a wide catalog of matches. The only two I don't see as an option at all is Edge, because of course he's in AEW, and Mick Foley, because I don't really see Mick Foley being the cover star at all. The Undertaker and Randy Orton are probably my top picks out of this list, and the two superstars that make the most sense. Speaking of cover stars, the most recent WWE 2K24 rumor article was by Ringside News, and it says WWE 2K24 may be considering a special Bray Wyatt career feature. The article says, according to WWE insider BWE, who has a solid track record of continuing stories, WWE 2K24 could be dedicated to Bray Wyatt's career. The quote is, for 2K, the belief is that they will dedicate the game for Bray Wyatt's career. They also are looking into PvP new opportunities. It could end up being a different game than 2K24. I have no other updates, but I will share when possible. So this article goes on to say that WWE 2K24's cover star will be Bray Wyatt, as well as the showcase will be Bray Wyatt tailored. Now, as much as I would love that, I only see one of those two things being a possibility, and that is Bray Wyatt being on the cover at WWE 2K24. I could definitely see that being a possibility, but probably only for the special edition. Because when you think about it, when has WWE 2K ever paid tribute to a superstar on their cover? But it's not out of the realm of possibility because 2K has done it before, just not with WWE 2K, of course. They have done it with NBA 2K, and that being the NBA 2K Mamba Forever edition for Kobe Bryant. So having Bray Wyatt on the cover of a special WWE 2K4 edition, that makes the most sense than having him on the cover of all the editions. Now, the second part of this rumor is that Bray Wyatt will be the showcase star. Well, there's another article by Sports Manor saying that WWE's potential plan for Bray Wyatt in WWE 2K24 faces harsh criticism. You can't celebrate Bray Wyatt without Luke and Rowan. And that makes a lot of sense, and that's exactly how I feel too. You can't really celebrate Bray Wyatt without the Wyatt family. You need Eric Rowan, you need Luke Harper, you need Daniel Bryan. You also need Jon Moxley or Dean Ambrose for when the Wyatt family faced off against the Shield. So if you remove all that and just eliminate all that, then the matches that you're left with, sure, you could still have a showcase of Bray Wyatt's matches, but the Wyatt family is a huge part of Bray Wyatt's career. And not having Luke Harper and Eric Rowan there, it just doesn't feel right. Now, can AEW and WWE come to some sort of agreement? Sure, but do I see it happening? Probably not. So having Bray Wyatt on the cover of the special edition, very similar to the Kobe Bryant edition for NBA 2K, that I can definitely see happening for WWE 2K24 special edition. But when it comes to the actual cover star as well as the showcase, I definitely see that going to like Randy Orton or Undertaker or a different superstar that's currently either in the business at the moment or a legend. This next article is by Sports Banner as well, and it's called WWE 2K24 cover, release date, crossplay options. Can I play WWE 2K24 on PC? Now, the article really talks about a whole lot of nothing, but the main thing I want to talk about from this article is this part right here. Please note that the developers are currently planning to release the upcoming installment of the WWE 2K franchise exclusively on PC and next generation consoles, namely the PS5 and Xbox Series X/S. They made this decision based on hardware limitations and advancements in gaming technology. The PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, considered outdated and less powerful compared to the requirements of games expected in 2K24, will likely not have WWE 2K23, I think they meant to say WWE 2K24, available for their platforms. However, it is essential to approach this information with caution as it remains speculative. Now, this article doesn't seem that reputable because there's not really any sources. They have a spelling error, so I would take it with a grain of salt. WWE 2K23 was on PS4 and Xbox One, and I don't see WWE 2K24 being that major leap where it's like, okay, we have to leave the old consoles behind. Now, I personally think that they should leave the old consoles behind because when you have a game that's trying to be made on old consoles as well, that's where the major bugs start to happen. So I would love to see how a 2K wrestling game would be if they were able to make it for only next gen. I would love to see the type of stuff they would be able to pull off using next gen hardware and not feeling like they're being pulled down from old hardware restraints. If they want to put it on old gen still, what they can do, of course, is just have two separate teams working on the game. So one team is working on the old gen version, and then another team is working on the next gen version. This way, there's also a big possibility of less bugs happening. They can also just go the route of how Activision did it with Black Ops 3, I believe. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on PS3 did not come with campaign, and instead it was multiplayer and zombies. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, however, on PS4 came with Call of Duty Zombies, campaign, and multiplayer. It came with all the modes. So what 2K24 or the WWE 2K games can do moving forward is with the new gen version, just have like all the modes and all the new stuff they want to add to it. And then the old gen version, they just remove the modes and the newer stuff that the old hardware can handle. This way, players who have next gen consoles can experience WWE 2K24 or the future WWE games with everything that 2K wants to offer. And the people who are stuck on old gen can still play the game, but only what their hardware can offer. And the final article I want to talk about is called Why WWE 2K24 Needs to Make One Match as Challenging as Real Life. This article pretty much talks about how the Royal Rumble in the wrestling games is just way too easy compared to real life. And frankly, I agree. You can come in at number 1, raise the difficulty to legend, and you'll still be able to win the Royal Rumble. The article says when Rhea Ripley won the Royal Rumble in 2023 from number 1 position, she became the first woman to ever do so and the 4th superstar to ever do so ever. On top of that, the 4 superstars that won the Royal Rumble from the number 1 position, the years are incredibly spaced out, with these victories taking place in 1995, 2004, 2001, as well as 2023 with Rhea Ripley. The article talks about how you can raise the difficulty to have a more challenging Royal Rumble, but it's still one of the easiest match types, because players can still join others to push people out of the ring. On top of that, performing a clothesline, an Irish whip with a hit as they hang on the rope, or just a carry elimination makes the game mode trivial. The article then says WWE 2K24 could lay a lot of groundwork if it were to specifically tackle improvements to the Royal Rumble. If you up the difficulty level, then maybe you can't clothesline someone if they have a certain level of stamina left. Pretty much meaning like if your superstar is out of stamina, you can't just run and clothesline another superstar out of the ring because your superstar is currently low on stamina. Another method would be to increase the limit on characters in a match. Although that is something that is most certainly easier said than done. Pretty much saying allow more superstars to be in the ring, but then again, I'm pretty sure that's like hardware restraints. I'm sure it's possible on next gen systems, but I think old gen systems are not going to be able to handle like more than 8 superstars in the ring at once. As it stands, it is very possible to eliminate someone very quickly before the next entrant even comes in, making victory from number 1 position much easier. And that's very true. Like if Brock Lesnar entered the ring and you had a finisher stored, you could literally just boom, hit him with a finisher, immediately eliminating him. There are plenty elements to a real-world Royal Rumble that are not found in current WWE 2K games, and hopefully 2K24 implements them. Whenever the AI wants to rest under the ropes, The article then says that these superstars are not really a threat anymore, so the game should allow us to let the AI rest properly and not get eliminated right away, as superstars do in real Royal Rumbles when they're just resting in the corner of a turnbuckle or resting underneath the ropes. No one really goes and attacks them and just throws them out. The superstars usually wait for them to get back on their feet before they attempt to eliminate them again. Also, it's not uncommon for a superstar to slip out from the bottom of the rope to avoid elimination or just for dramatic effect. It would go a long way in making that match type more challenging and engaging. And that's true, in the WWE 2K games, you can't just leave the Royal Rumble and pretty much like hide and then enter whenever you want, as many superstars have done in the Royal Rumble in real life. Now, I don't think that every superstar should be able to do that. I think you should have maybe like a finisher stored, and then you're able to use it to leave the ring for maybe like a couple seconds in hopes that someone gets eliminated and you can re-enter to then eliminate the person and win the Rumble. So I definitely think that 2K could implement that, whether it's you having a finisher stored or specific to only heel superstars, but I do think that would be a great addition to the 2K games for the Royal Rumble, as well as I agree that the Royal Rumbles do need a change and they should be a little more challenging. And that right there are all the current articles when it comes to rumors for WWE 2K24 that I at least found. I might have missed some that pretty much like reiterate the same information that I pretty much talked about in today's video, but as more articles come out talking about rumors for WWE 2K24, I will definitely cover it in a recap video like this, or if the article is big enough and it has like actual news there and sources, I will dedicate a full video covering it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe, notifications on. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to read it, and take care. See you later.